So Etude House came out with two new cushion products. They came out with the, oh my god, the Etude House Real Powder Cushion and the new, what is this? AC Clear Up Mild BB Cushion. This one is meant for like acne prone skin. And this one, the point of this one is like as soon as it touches your skin, it turns into powder. It seems people are most interested in seeing this one, so I'm gonna do a video on this one today, but next time we will test this one out. So the first thing that I noticed is obviously with both of them, the cushion is way thinner now. And I know Innisfree also started doing this. So I like the change. I thought the original Etude House packaging, the Precious Mineral one, was kind of lame and cheesy, to be honest. I like how slim and more form factor this is. Is that even... I just like how much more slim this is, and this top part is kind of like the material that you know, when you're cutting something with an X-Acto knife, you have to have that self-recovery mat under. It's kind of like if you like dig your nail in it, it will heal itself. Can you see that? Probably not. Because this is a liquid to powder formulation, I'm gonna assume that the coverage is really good, so we'll see. I have mine in number, no, this is in natural beige. Oh. Yeah, that's like already powder. But the coverage is reminding me a lot of the Precious Mineral cushion. Wow, I kind of like that. Kind of conceals my pores and smooths over the skin. So this is my natural skin with just skincare, and this is with the real cushion, the real powder cushion on. A really nice natural soft matte finish. I like that. Let's see if we can build up the coverage a little bit. One thing that I noticed is that because as soon as it touches the skin, it turns into powder, you have to blend really quickly, because if you just put it in one spot, quickly it'll set there and you can't, it's really hard to like move around. So you want to like pat and blend like really quickly. Oh, see, it's doing what I thought it might do, and it's like settling. Do you see that? It's settling into my forehead fine lines. So I was kind of expecting that with this, but hopefully throughout the day it's not gonna like exasperate and get worse. Alright, so there it is all over the face. First impressions, I really like how like soft and creamy it makes my skin look. I think this would be great for people with textural issues like me, where I have like the acne scarring on top of my cheeks and my temples, like the really deep crater-like scars. Unlike dewy foundations, it helps kind of like minimize the appearance of that. Of course, I think this would be good for oily skins because it's powder makeup. So it's gonna help, you know, with the oilies during the day, hopefully. My main concerns are that it might settle into my fine lines, or it might break down a little bit and like start to look really patchy and gross and like or look really drying. So hopefully that does not happen. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and I'll be right back. All right, so I finished my whole face. First thing I noticed is that my forehead is starting to look really dry. Not super dry, but I need to pat this shit out. When I was applying my highlighter with my fan brush, it was starting to make it look a little flaky. And in general, my face is starting to feel a little bit tight. And usually when I set my face with powder, I don't get that feeling because I have so much skincare on. Not so much skincare, but you know, I really moisturize my skin well before I do my foundation. Here, let me zoom in and show you guys some areas that I'm like getting concerned about. So right here, it's starting to look flaky, as well as my forehead. You can see it in my fine line, and that's not cute, Etude House. That's not cute. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. My skin looks soft and smooth, which is what I like. So I noticed also that I didn't put extra powder over. When I was blending my contour and my highlight and all that, it all blended super smoothly. Even my eyeshadow, I put some of the cushion on top of my eyelids, and the eyeshadows blend really beautifully. Not that that's really important, but you know. So I'm gonna go to work now. Before I go to work, I'm gonna try to go and stop by the electronics store and pick up a new camera. I'm not going to use this camera, but I'm going to try to use the new camera that I'm going to buy to update you guys throughout the day. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Never mind. So I ended up not being able to buy the camera that I wanted. So I apologize that I could not update throughout the day. However, I'm pretty sure I formed an opinion about this. I'm probably gonna have to test this out more, but you know, right off the bat, today in Seoul, it was quite, it was really hot, but it was really dry. It's actually in the middle of the summer, in like the meat of the summer. It's very humid. So I can see this doing really well in humidity. But first, let me just show you up close what this shit looks like. It's disgusting. Do you see? It's settling all my lines. It's looking patchy as hell. My highlighter is looking really patchy and like separated. Like I don't have any foundation around my nose. Do you see all that cracking? And then my forehead is same issues, the lineage. Like it looks like it's coming off of my skin and like, oh God, hell no. Looking peely as hell. I just exfoliated the other day too. Oh my God. It's actually pretty late. It's 11:34 in the evening. And so I've had this on for like a long time. So I've had this on for like 13 hours, which is a long time. Pretty early on, I could already tell that it was starting to break up around my nose. And even around like 12 p.m., which is only a few hours after I just put it on, it was already starting to break up around my nose. But I didn't want to touch up. I didn't want to do anything to it because I want to see how it would do on its own. And it progressively got worse throughout the day. In fact, my skin felt like it was getting much tighter because it was so drying. And because it was so drying, it was actually making itself come off my skin, if that makes sense. Like it was making itself patchy. You'd usually think that oily skin would make foundation or whatever patchy, but it was the actual product itself that was just so drying that by the middle of the day, it looked like it was already floating off of my skin and like it was not working in synergy with the skin. It was not sticking well. And the thing is, because I have oily skin, because of the warmer weather, my oils would come through and it would mix with that foundation that's like off of the skin and then it would look really, really bad. So it would enhance all of the textural issues that I have on my skin, my fine lines, my acne scarring, which in the morning I did say that it would conceal it really well. And up until the point where my oils were coming through, my skin actually looked the same. Like it didn't change at all, other than this area around my nose and like the fine line up here. My skin looked pretty good. It actually looked just like it did in the morning after I had applied it. But then it started to like, you know, come off and then my oil started mixing and then like it became this mess. So that is after a long time of wear. If you were to wear this to school or something, just for not a few hours, but you know, like a regular day, maybe 7 a.m. to like 3 p.m. or something, I guess you might be fine, but honestly, I'm not very happy with it. Who would I recommend this to? Maybe if you have really, really oily skin and it starts to produce oil immediately. I actually met up with a girl at the Etude house that I regularly go to, and she says that a lot of people with oily skin say that it looks better throughout the day. And that's what I was expecting because, you know, I like it when I get that bit of glow to my skin after wearing makeup for quite a while, but I didn't get that. It just ended up looking worse. If you have dry skin, just completely avoid this. My friend Morgan from The Beauty Breakdown, I believe she has dry skin. She did a review on this herself. So if you have dry skin and you want a second opinion, then I will link you to a video here, or I'll link it down below so you can watch her review on it. I also got a henna tattoo. He put it upside down. Like what? I don't know. It was okay for the first few hours, but I already knew from it separating here that I wasn't gonna really like it. Would I recommend this? Not really. It's like a C-. If you have super oily skin and you live in a very humid place where moisture will always be like, you'll always be in contact with moisture, then it might look good. Obviously not super matte throughout the day, but who knows? I don't know anymore. I just pass. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I hope you found it useful. If you're interested, you can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, both of which I will link down below. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.